POV bow shot. It's not particularly easy to shoot from a sitting position. For those of you wondering, I'm not aiming for that side ring. Target I'm actually attempting to hit is dead center. And I know what you're thinking, well, Outlaw, your bow's not sighted in properly. No, the bow's sighted in. It's just, as I'm sitting here, my form is very shaky, sitting down. That time, I believe I hit, yep, dead center. That time I managed to overcome the shakiness. You may be wondering, Outlaw, why is it that when you stand up versus when you sit down, you're more shaky? Well, that comes from the fact that you don't have the ability to stabilize yourself using your full body weight. When you're standing and you're looking at the target, you're using your legs, your hips, your lower back, and everything to stabilize your body. When you're sitting, you're not as stable as when you're standing up. Which means that you shake more. And that can throw your shots off. Now, for those of you wondering, no, I'm not like 10 feet in front of the target. I have the camera zoomed all the way in. See the tip of the arrow. But even shaking as I am, I'm still getting fairly consistent grouping. Because while all of my shots may not be directly in the center, they are all grouped together. And this is because I'm sitting down. My form is not as stable as when I'm standing up. I haven't practiced my sitting forms in a while. So as a result, my accuracy suffers. Like I said, this like many other accuracy problems, can be mitigated through repetitive practice. As we saw with that last shot going directly into the center of the bullseye. At this point, it's just correcting my form. But this next shot, I'm going to try something I've never tried before, or at least haven't tried for a while, and that's a kneeling shot. That was probably just pure dumb luck, because I was shaking like a leaf in the trees from that. Whew. Open the back door, get a little breeze in here. That's one thing about hunting blinds, is that they keep you warm. You actually have to wear 2 to 3 less layers of clothing in a blind compared to a tree stand, because the blind will hold your body heat better. A little low. And then some of these just may simply be the arrows not flying right. Let's go look at the grouping, shall we? Alright, so as we can see, you may be wondering, Outlaw, what is this very wizardy thing you're holding? It's my new pointing stick. Made when my numbnuts of a sister broke an arrow. But as we can see, this grouping at around 20 yards from a sitting position, not bad. Like I said, because I was sitting, I didn't have the full biomechanical advantage of being able to stabilize my upper body using my legs and my hips. These were some of the first shots, but we can see the progression of first few shots. That one was the one I said they hit a little low. And then the rest of the shots, as I got my form down and I minimized the shakiness. And I punched 13 way deep in there. I have shot this thing a lot, surprisingly. And I've made a lot of surprising shots in dead center. Because most of these things have punched completely through because of just how excessively I've shot the Bone Collector archery target. You may be wondering, Outlaw, does this mean that the Bone Collector archery target's not a good target? No, it's a great target. And it will stop pretty much any arrow out of a regular compound bow you can think of. This is even capable of being used with crossbows. It's just how much I've shot it. These kinds of archery targets will last an average shooter probably 3-4 years worth of shooting, which is roughly how long I've had this. 3, 4, maybe 5 years. The funny thing is I've never actually tried shooting at these targets here. I've only ever shot dead center, so I've probably just worn the center out faster because that's what I always shoot at. Let me know if you want to see my Noble Band of Outlaws if an arrow shot from 20 yards would be able to pierce all the way through this side. Oh yeah. At the time of this video, I have not finished the Shadow Dancer katana review, simply because I have not physically had time this week. I've had to run an ungodly amount of errands. Mama Outlaw Granny's had doctor's appointments that I've had to help take her to. But I will have that done, Outlaw Pimp, just in case you are wondering. I think I even had another time release video that I never uploaded. So it's been a thing. But yeah. Let me know if you want to see an in-depth video of me showing accuracy standing up versus sitting down. But until next time, I know old band of outlaws, Alzheimer, I tells all y'all be crazy rednecks, be safe and use your weapons. I'm out. Peace.